Shalom. I am Tawab Papa. And or you can call me GMS Tech. Or TMHO Tech. The most high living I like to start by giving double honors to the elders. First of all, I like to give all praises to the Most High in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Rukwakadash. And I like to give double honors to the apostles, a great millstone. To the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Today's lesson is going to be sex is marriage. We go ahead and get right into it, right? If we go into like the etymology of the origin of the word marriage just simply means like to join together. That's why when you go up there to the marriage vows, it's like, all right, do you take this woman to be you just join it together. When a man comes together with a woman, he has sex with that woman, and they become one flesh, one physical body, because that's what flesh is. It's just a physical. And as a matter of fact, one of your marital duties is sex. Like in itself, your duty for marriage is sex. Matter of fact, just when we go to the word marriage, we go to this Hebrew word in Exodus. This is marriage duties. The word is ona, which is cohabitation, conjugal rights. But you go down what it means, meaning to dwell together sexually. So right there is telling you your marital duty in itself is to dwell together sexually. So what does it mean to betroth a woman? Right, because in the Bible it says something about betroth. Well, we go to Deuteronomy 28:30. We can use this as an example. Go to the blue letter and see the word betroth. That's the Hebrew word for eros, which means to espouse, betroth, engage. It's an engagement, right? So it means to engage. And what's an engagement? An engagement is a promise of marriage. So when somebody betroth a wife or they espouse a woman or espouse a person, that basically means like when a woman telling you, yeah, like when we get home, you know what I'm saying? Like after y'all ain't start talking and y'all was dating for a little bit, getting to know each other. And then you start basically having a conversation like, oh man, so when we gonna get a chance to get this in, get it together, you know what I'm saying? Do the dang thing. And she say, you know what I'm saying, well, we're gonna do it Tuesday or Wednesday night. So that's an engagement. That's her making a promise. And you know what I'm saying, after that, y'all basically decide like y'all wanna be together. Alright? That's a promise of engagement. So all the way up until that time, we all sitting right there planning on a meet up, you know what I'm saying, to go have sex. Then you actually go over there, you have the sex, then you married. because the actual act is marriage. So engagement is just an agreement that we are going to have sex and be together. Basically, you're saying, I will give you my body if you give me your life. Marriage is the actual act of going through with that agreement, having sex and being together, locked in for life. That's how the Bible views marriage. So, and it makes way more sense than having to jump a broom, put on a ring, and y'all been living together 30 plus years, 20 plus years, knowing each other 10 plus years. Y'all been married the whole time. Because marriage is not the object, it's not the ceremony, it's the actual act. And it's the two people dwelling one another together because y'all become one. The same way when you join Crips, you a Crip, you became one. You became that part of that gang. There might be 200 people part of that game, but they all are one mind, they all are one crew. And when y'all stay together, y'all are one house, you one half family. So that act is marriage. Alright. Now, how can we prove this? We can go ahead and go to Exodus 22. Let's go to 16. 22 and 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not, you know what? I'm not sure if people can see this, so I'm gonna go here. Alright, sorry though. And if a man entice a maid is just a woman. That's the actual word for virgin. See, virgin in the Bible just means woman of marriageable age. Now, virgin in the sense of what we say is a virgin just means maid in the Bible. See, a woman that is a maiden is a woman that has not had sex. A woman that is a virgin in the Bible is just a woman of legal age. That's all that means. So we go ahead, we can break that down some other time, but for time purpose, I want to keep this short. And if a man entice a maid, a virgin that is not betrothed, and lie with her, what he did, he lays with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. So after he fucked her, she has to be his wife. So what did he do? He married her after he laid with her, after he did the dang thing, you know what I mean? After he ain't got up in there. Now, why did she have to be his wife? Like, well, think about it. It's a spiritual thing. Brother he just planted a piece of himself inside of her spirit. She's connected to him. He knows a certain part of her because sex, what people don't know is actually knowing somebody. Because you actually get to know somebody when you have sex. You know certain things about a woman. There's a certain type of connection. After you have sex with a woman, you know certain things about her. Even her mannerisms, you just pick up on certain things because there's a type of connection right there. It's just, you call it subconsciously, but that's just called, is the real word for that is spiritual. You'll know certain patterns that when she on nonsense and BS, that other people can't even see. It's not because you'll be around all that. It's because you actually had sex and you notice certain patterns because y'all minds are connected in certain ways. Certain things she gonna be able to tell you about yourself that you ain't even tell her. You ain't even have a conversation about, but she just know how you move. And it's gonna be like a regular, everyday walk, but it's just that type of connection. That's what it is. Because when you have sex with someone, you know them. You end up knowing them, and I can prove that. And that goes all the way back to the very beginning. Genesis with Adam and Eve, actually. Genesis 4:1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife. He knew Eve, his wife. And she conceived. What? She conceived. After he knew her, she conceived. So what was he doing? That's what he was doing. And and Barry came and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. So what was he doing? That's exactly what Adam was doing. See, so he let it be known, you know, after he knew her, knowing someone, when you have sex with them, you also end up knowing them. So when Adam knew Eve, in order for her to have had kids, she had to have what? When it says he knew her in this verse, it means he had sex with her. And that is the very first wife. So that right there from the very beginning, that means sex is marriage. We go further now. It's not a ring or a contract. There's later on where they have paperwork and customs for that, but those are all ceremonies. Well, you agree, you know what I'm saying? That was like a tradition where we used to take a rag, you know what I'm saying? They sit outside, you know what I'm saying? You go up in there, you have sex, you know what I'm saying? Then you gotta go out there, you know, you bring the rag, you know what I'm saying? Bring proof of virginity, because a woman's supposed to be a virgin. When you have sex with, you had a rag, and that's a token of virginity to prove that this woman wasn't dealt with. And it was a fair trade-off. But that is not needed. The act in itself is what consummate marriage. And that we can actually further prove that sex is marriage is when Isaac took Rebecca to be his wife. So that would be what is that? Genesis 24 and 60. Genesis 24 and 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. Okay, so you just gotta think for a second, alright? So, for one, before I even go further, let's go ahead and look at the word took. Definition for the word took. The actual Hebrew term for that word took. In Genesis, we're gonna go to the exact chapter 24 and 67. I'll go ahead and look at the translation. What's the word for translation for the word took? Here we go. Acquire. The Hebrew word for that word took is laqua, and it has a meaning. It means to marry, to take a wife, to take hold of, to take, to snatch. When it's talking about taking it, when it's saying the word take, it means take. So, what did he do? He took that. Like, we wasn't playing games back then. It wasn't no whole conversation or polite, you know, can I get it? Nah, it's like, yo, I'm getting up in this. I want it, I'm getting it, you know, it's mine. All right, I'm about to go on here and partake in it. That's how it was. That's our customs. That's why our women like us, because we were warriors. That's how we did things. That's how it is, man. You know, people. That's the harsh truth. You know, that's a bit of meat for some people. They might not like how that sound, but that's just what it was. It means to take, to snatch. What it means to be captured. So when we was going to war, we should capture certain women and we should take them as wives. So what was we doing when it says the word took? We fucking the shit out of them. That's what we was doing. Shit, for being politically correct. That's what we was doing. We was clapping them cheeks. Clap. That's what we was doing. You know what I'm saying? Now, you read that verse again, go back to it. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah. He took her, and then she became his wife. So what happened when he just went inside that tent? Then all of a sudden, he just walked out, and somehow she just magically popped out his wife. What was he doing? Cuz was getting it in. That's what he was doing. That's what he was doing. He was getting it in. You feel me? And that's natural. You know what I'm saying? And when you get married, you are one flesh. One flesh. You came together as in one. You penetrated her. You know, two became one, and then you penetrated her. You went inside, and you became one flesh. Like spiritually, you become one flesh, or spiritually become one, and physically, literally twice you become one. You come inside her, like you go inside her, you penetrate her, y'all one, because that's the only natural way for a piece of flesh to go inside another body. You know, that's the only natural way. Your penis, now she go inside a woman, two become one. Now what happened when she get pregnant? Two become one, had a baby. Now who is that baby a part of? Two people, but it's one person. You feel me? And I'm gonna go to Genesis 2 and 24 to prove it. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. And they were both naked, and the man and his wife, and they were not ashamed. So two became one, and they were naked. Not ashamed of it. Two of them was one, they was naked. And they was doing it. If two became one, if they both naked and both of them became one, what you think was going on? Means multiple things in one. The Bible can sometimes mean multiple things in one. Because this also deals with speaking of a covenant too. Agreements. But a lot of times we made agreements through physical means. Like we got the little terminology, okay, let's handshake on it. You sealed that deal. Alright, we're gonna be together. I want to be with you, you know, for life. Alright, we're gonna seal the deal, we're gonna have sex. That's how it was. Same way you did that handshake, same way y'all was doing it when y'all was fucking. That was a handshake agreement. That was a blood-bound agreement. Literally, your blood cells, your semen, your whole inside, y'all gave to each other. Your whole body, you gave it to each other. Can't give nobody else no more than that. You might as well just be together. You know what I'm saying? So keep diving off. Yeah. So further proof, we got everything. Okay, so that's further proof. Marriage is through sex, because she can only get married if you go inside, because the penetration is a pact of marriage, like I explained earlier. Now, how could I prove that? I can prove that by going to Deuteronomy 22, verse 13, right? If any man take a wife and go unto her. So what did he do? Like you take a woman and you go inside to fuck her and hate her. So what is it saying he's doing? A license not needed, a bill is not needed. If this dude if he had sex with this woman, even if he just raped this girl, he just fucked her, he married her. Now, there's a reason why, women be like, well, why would she do that? Like, why would she, you leave, like, well, she don't want to believe this dude. Back then, it was better for her to be with that dude that did that than it is now, because situations ended up a little different, like, poorly back then, so. A woman needed to be taken care of. And when you mess with, when a dude have sex with a virgin, you're not supposed to just have sex with a virgin and then get up and leave, because you leaving a spiritual part of yourself inside that woman. You mess with her mind mentally, like a piece of her, or you implanting a piece of yourself inside this person. So when you snatch it away, it's like spiritually she knows something psychologically is not right about this. Like she can't, you call it psychological, but it's really spiritual. She knows something is off about it, but she can't really explain it. That's why females go crazy when they get broken. Women have the biggest form of separation anxiety that brothers don't even pick up on and understand. Like when they get separated from, it's a real deep suffering for them, because there's something spiritually taken away from them. Now, how do we know that paperwork don't matter? Well, Abraham, he didn't need no paperwork. That's why he ended up like a license or a bill is not needed. That's why Abraham fucked this girl, Sarah. Notice no paperwork. He just took her. And when he says took her, it means he just, he fucked her. Fuck, like, if it's right here keep being politically correct for Google, forget Google. Man, forget YouTube. Like, YouTube, man, like, fuck, man, just keep being politically correct, use proper terminology, man. Grow the fuck up, bro. Watch your kids, man. See, trying to speak this truth. It's, bring out Genesis 11. And Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, later became Sarah. And the name of Nahor's wife, Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Iscah. And Abram and Nahor, they did what? Took them wives. So what they do, what we know that the term took for is in this, is laqah. And laqah means to take. It means to take, like, sexually. Like, it means like he took them. Like, yeah, they took it. Like, they had sex with him. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna call it. I don't know if it's called rape or whatever, but yeah, that's just what they call that shit now. So, I don't know. Them niggas took that shit, bro. I'm just gonna keep it at that. And the Most High honors that marriage regardless of paperwork. Paperwork or no paperwork, he honors it. Matter of fact, he honors it to the point he came to a man in his dreams, the same woman Abraham just took to marry, and was going to kill him because this dude almost ended up sleeping with Abraham's wife because he had to pretend like it was his sister because, like, she was a beautiful woman, and they knew that Like if they knew that was his girl, they was gonna kill him and try to take her. So, and we can prove that in Genesis 20:3. So even the Most High honors this as marriage. But God came to Abimelech. And a matter of fact, we go up and read the Genesis 22:3. And Abraham said of Sarah, his wife, "She is my sister." Abimelech, king of Gerar, and sent and took Sarah. But God came to Abimelech in a dream by night and said to him, "Behold, thou art but a dead man, for the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife." So, I mean, that just about sums it up. Sex in itself is marriage. The terminology for marriage is sex. That's why whenever you look up definition for marriage, they use the word marriage to describe marriage, but you cannot use the same word to describe a word. That's by their own words. That's by their own definition. You can't use the same word to define the word. You can't use marriage to define marriage. So why don't you just tell us what the word really means? They don't want to tell you that because then you'll be doing things in the right order. And you'll understand that once you just get the girl, you fuck, like when y'all in a relationship and shit, why you had this strong ass bond, a young age boyfriend and girlfriend, because boyfriend and girlfriend really means husband and wife, because wife just means my woman. When it says your wife, it means your woman. Wife means my woman. That's all that means. So when you saying that's my girl, you saying that's my wife. When you saying that's my woman, you saying that's my wife. And wife literally means my woman. Wife means woman, matter of fact. Let's go ahead and go to Isha. The Hebrew word for Isha. What does it say? Wife. The terminology for the word wife. Woman. Wife. Female. Woman. Wife. Female. So, wife just means woman. That means it's your woman. So, marriage means you fucking your woman. You fuck your woman to make her your woman, which made her your wife. Shalom. I hope y'all have a good day. And I hope this lesson was edifying. I wanted to be quick, but I hope it didn't take too long. Thank you.